we don't necessarily have a benefit of getting inspiration for recap, but if you want to save it for another character or something. Lots of stuff happened.
We spanked boss after boss. Well, Connor spanked boss after boss.
There was much distraction.
Yeah.
Paladin go burr.
Indeed. Well, after, of course, being resurrected.
Uh-huh. 1 year lease on life.
By the way, I dig the mustache.
Joel. I was going to give him a hat, but I felt that was disrespectful in this holy moment, so I didn't do that. Give him a big sombrero. We yeeted off of the Bastion, had a little fight against Karavix. Was Karavix savable? Could we have convinced him to be a nice guy?
I mean, potentially, maybe. It would have taken a lot, but I would have allowed the attempt, the effort.
Okay.
Anything's possible. I'd rather say try than no.
Okay. And we fought Casaldi Fire Eyes and Ignia. Killed them.
Augustine turned into
Dizod.
And 8 won Fire Eyes.
Well, I know he ripped out her eye. Did you eat her?
Not really. Could have.
I thought you ate her.
No, I just ripped her eyeball out and I threw her body away.
Oh, okay, fair.
Treasure's all mine. And then I think name Jacques was calling forth some soldiers out of Calaman or knights or something to like harry the dragon army or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The knights were roused with an epic speech.
Abbott was zombie and then reclaimed his soul and is alive again.
Well, he got zombie.
Boy died.
And then when Karavix died, was able to reclaim his body.
The boy who lived.
The boy who died, come to life. Yeah. So I think that's that, right?
Of course, the good Lucifer de Molay sacrificed himself trying to follow Soth with the mirror.
That's true.
Fell down a crevasse.
And both arrived back at Soth's palace because he's a Death Knight cursed for as many lives times 1,000 that he killed in the Cataclysm, so I don't think he just died.
He disappeared into chapter
or
3.
Or because he's also in the Ravnica setting, he teleported there and he's part of your next campaign.
He's not in the Ravnica setting.
Are you sure?
100%.
Death Knights are kind of everywhere, but
totally thought he was in the Ravnica setting. Hold on. Ravenloft. That's the R word I'm looking for. Go.
Soth?
Is part of Ravenloft?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't.
I've played Ravenloft, and I don't think we ever met him.
Because isn't Strahd in Ravenloft?
There's one group of knights, but I don't think the leader's name is Soth.
I don't know if he's in the game. In the book.
The book? Like the adventure?
Like novels.
Oh, the novels.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
His soul was brought to Barovia.
I could see that. It is a thing that is possible.
Soth sought out Strahd von Varovich, the ruler of the domain. Strahd tried to use Soth to his advantage.
Naturally. And then
Strahd was hiding Caradoc from him, apparently.
Really?
Weird.
Yeah, so Strahd kicked Caradoc out, and then Soth pursued Caradoc, and then they went to the Mists. I don't know what the Mists are.
Now, is
The
this
Mists.
like before the Cataclysm or after?
Oh, post. Post Cataclysm, post Dragonlance, and then he formed a new castle called Near Dargard Keep, meaning not Dargard.
Right. That's where Caradoc is bound to. Like, if he gets banished or anything, that's where he reappears.
I don't know. He traveled some mirror worlds, mucked around, and then went back for a War of the Souls in Kryn.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was trying to upload it to my character because you said it can accept shit like that now, right?
Yeah, you should be able to drag it onto your character profile picture over the token face. I don't know. Is it a GIF?
Lord Soth spent so much time in solitude.
PNG, I think.
He
No,
came
it's
to
an
peace with
MP4.
himself. How he had wronged everyone. Takesis tried to recruit him. He said no. She gave him a blessing, restored his mortality, and killed him.
Huh.
He died with a measure of his honor restored.
Aw.
Vowing he would forever search for his elf-made love in the afterlife.
Right. Well, that's who distracted him in the mirror. He sold.
Yeah, because she was being a hoe bag.
I don't want to be so unkind as that.
Was she actually cheating on him?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just a rumor.
And that's why he went back. So he was like, yeah, none of this.
No, I thought it was a rumor. I didn't think it was like a real thing that she cheated.
Pretty sure. Okay, well, let's begin.
Oh no, he thought that she did because the child was abomination, thinking that she consorted with a demon. But it was actually just a reflection of his own soul. Okay, enough about Soth. Oh, Torfu's.
Let's see. As far as, yeah, it won't work as an MP4. It definitely will have to be a GIF to make it your profile. Um, I do believe that counts for everyone. So we'll bring us here. Of course, where we left off, as mentioned, Jacques had rallied, called the forces of Calaman to rout the Red Dragon army. Those who survived are cut down in their exit or flee, scattered, broken, as a large chunk of them were smashed by falling debris from the flying citadel from Anyari. So with them defeated, everyone will return to a hero's welcome back in Calaman. Of course, the top brass and main figures that you've engaged with express their thanks on behalf of the city and, of course, the region. You know that they and Calaman would not have survived without your heroic efforts. So,
Well, they could have. They would have just had to have bent the knee.
well, I mean, that wasn't.
Is that ever on the table?
And if they had, I bet they would have just been eaten eventually anyway. Like, resources would have become scarce and the Draconians would have become hungry. But
They could have also just joined the dragon army.
True.
well, that seems
But they didn't, because they
But
were
they didn't.
saved.
Alas, they didn't need to, and so
Yeah.
the heroes, alive and dead, of course, will be honored with medals and speeches. Governor Thrin and Marshal Vindry, of course, personally thank you. You are, of course, pronounced to be heroes of Calaman.
Heroes twice over.
There are platinum medallions bearing the symbol of Calaman. If you're counting the gold value, that's 2,500 gold for those who count, and if it matters.
Shakalaka!
Of course, everyone is given an offer to stay.
Even the most helpful man in Ansalon,
Well,
who is now a dragon.
that's a bit of a. I will, of course, allow for Dizod to speak on their intent and their future. But if they don't leave after the death of Kinsaldi, of course, is up to them. But just in case, I've got them here.
I'm gonna take my bitch and go.
Well, that answers maybe questions that I have in the future.
Me and Wyhan get to live forever in the Lost City.
While in Calaman, celebrations fill the city for the days after the defeat. Of course, plenty of rebuilding. There are hopeful plans for the future. Ness and Kleistrin, they've had enough of the city. They're eager to return to Heart's Hollow. The city, of course, recognizes Ness as a dragon as she took form to help defend the city in the skies.
I have a question. Did she use the Scroll of True Resurrection on the dragon scale of the dead dragon in the Lost City?
As far as you know, no.
What the shit?
She literally didn't have any time.
Didn't have any time.
You were like, here, have this scroll. Also, by the way, please meet us at Calaman to help defend the town.
Now that Calaman is safe and the Red Dragon army is broken, personal ventures as such can then be explored. But bear in mind, that's another dragon in the waste that I don't know how much you plan Dizod to stretch your domain, but she's out there too. Of course, there's an open invitation for the characters to visit, but they will be eager to return with the dwarves and the dragon elves that accompanied them in the fight. Darrett, of course, wants to continue his progression among the Knights of Solamnia. He wants to travel to the city of Melgoth, continue as such. The other Knights of Solamnia, being Andamalay and Roger Destinius, plan to travel with Darrett, work on restoring the Knights. All of them, of course, at the disposal of Jacques for the next year to be. Marshal Vindry, of course, always well on defense. She's going to remain as a leader in Calaman. Oh, it's working. Oh, that's super cool, Torvu. That is wicked. I kind of want to get that program now because I want to do that for like every token. That's badass. I digress.
I wish there was a smoother transition.
Oh, if you could have it loop better, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's
That's pretty cool.
We've got Captain Abbott with us.
Hey, yo!
Sorry, Commodore. Did it again.
Commodore, what are you talking about? He doesn't have any ships.
Yeah, he sold his one ship, so he's not a Commodore anymore. He's been demoted to Captain.
Just regular old Abbott, huh?
Your ship or your life.
Demoted him because he saved the world. That's fucked up. He's just
No, well, we only
now. He's gonna be like, well, fuck this. Get out of here.
We made him Commodore because he was leader of a fleet. So now he only has one ship to lead. So he's just back to Captain.
you're all good, sir. No apologies necessary. We are glad to have you with us. Kind of putting a stamp and epilogue on things. Well, now we're going to keep you up super late. Wahaha. Haha. But welcome, sir. We were, after a quick recap of escaping the Flying Citadel and its destruction, kind of giving an update on the days that follow after Calaman successfully routed the Dragon Army. You'll see, of course, characters present here in the halls. The main players of special name tag having properties. The city, of course, had its major celebrations, everyone honored, given medals and the like, except for Chewbacca. He doesn't get a medal, as everyone knows. As far as where we left off, Becklin wants to reclaim Vogler, and that is her plan. She's going to bring Cudgel with her, and they're going to rebuild. And she's committed to hosting a fantastic Kingfisher festival in the village next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Wow.
Yeah, she's very, very gung ho. Tanya, Rukeldust, and Than, the two gnomes, have found that they work well together, have kind of a different areas of interest and expertise, so they look forward to collaborating more. They worked well together in the War Machine. If there's going to be peace, that's good. They can work together on that fun stuff. If the war continues, then they can work together on that too. Captain Flint, of course, also regarded as a hero, staying on as master and commander of the Calaman Navy, but he will report directly to Abbott if Commodore / Captain / regular Abbott Greencush decides to stay in the area. Durston and Amelia have bonded over having been possessed by Caradoc, and they're beginning their own little romance.
They got that Stockholm syndrome love for each other now.
Indeed, yeah, they they're a survivors group, and you know how sparks fly. As long as you have an overlap, a background, something in common, you can build anyway. Dalamar and friends, the different elf parties pledge to work together. They want to warn elfdom in general about the threat that Takhisis and Red Dragon army having been defeated.
Didn't Dalamar's nation get like absolutely trashed?
Indeed. But they're of course survivors, so
that's fair.
They fled.
Fight back, yeah. And as far as our friend Wyhan, her future really kind of depends on what Dizod's plans are, because she is kind of fascinated by him. Now, let's clarify just real quick. Would Dizod return? Would he join in the celebrations? Would he just take off to the waste? Like, what does Dizod do exactly after the defeat of Kinsaldi?
Well, I would have to proudly stride into the city to collect my just reward for all the services rendered.
Are we talking goats and cows?
Well, probably some valuables, but also if I can finagle some cows, we should finagle some goats and cows.
Wait, what? What are you finagling?
I need some goats and cows.
Oh, okay.
Not fornicate, finagle.
I don't know, it kind of sounded the same.
Bring me all the cows of the city. No. No. Finagle.
It just sounds like you're being a creep. Goats and cows.
That's a southern word, finagle.
So the first thing that Wyhan will say to you when she sees you is, your true form is revealed. Very calmly and nonchalant.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Do you even love her? Because, everything you experienced was a lie before.
I can appreciate.
says that she had an attraction for the other form. This one is
Yeah.
intriguing in other ways.
Yeah. Well, she's a black road mage, so I think our alignment. I think our alignment would align, so she can come hang out at the Lost City and find all the nice magical treasures.
That would be very fascinating, and she would be down with that. She still, of course, is not, like, this is her home, and she will appreciate Calaman and return to protect it as needed. But yeah, she will absolutely be drawn to join Dizod in Anyari.
What does Demolin have to say about that?
She's going to stay in Calaman, and she doesn't care. She looks at that as the past and has left it behind, and is going to look toward the future.
Oh, okay.
Because we can
Here, but
the past.
her knowledge and magic expertise, she not only kind of fills Wyhand's role, but also brings some more to the table. So once the citizens of Calaman get used to her, she'll fit right in.
Okay, cool.
But that does bring us to what everyone else plans to be doing. We did hear a little bit from Dizod. Plans to go to the Waste, rule over the Lost City. Wyhan accompanying him in that journey. Dulcinea and Abbott and Jacques remain alive. Of course, we kind of know what Jacques has been pledged to do, but details being his.
And Dulcinius obviously would just be helping the city and going back to his position as the priest.
Yeah.
And arranging all those cows and goats.
He never agreed to that.
Just wait till I get to the Shrine of Paladine and me and Paladine have it out. We'll chit chat about all the cows and goats that I'm owed.
Do you mean Mishkal or do you mean Paladine? Because Paladine is in the city there. Okay.
Yeah.
Mishkal is just the one that Dulcinea.
Mishkal's his kid or his wife or both? I don't remember.
Wife.
Is she wife? I thought she was his kid.
No, their kids are the goddesses of the moon, if I remember correctly. The three, Nuatari, Lunatari, and Solinari, or something like that. And my mind is blanking me after that.
So, Paladine, husband to Mishkal, father of Kiri,
Correct.
who we've met, Habakkuk, who was worshipped by a lot of people in this area, including Vogler. You guys also got the blessing of Habakkuk while in the Wastes. And then Solinari, another one, another child thereof.
We'll talk about that. Wife.
Okay, you're going to go talk to Paladine about his wife?
Yeah.
And her agents. Well, I mean, maybe just directly about his wife.
Yeah. You know how husbands are. We'll chat it up.
Good luck, sir.
Maybe you'll get converted to good.
Maybe. Maybe he'll return to the elemental plane of fire. Who knows?
What is Captain Abbott planning on doing?
That's a fantastic question.
He's been offered to stay, or he can.
Oh, yes. He can both be in charge of the Navy, under which Captain Flint will report to him directly as his number two. Also, Becklin would offer him the homestead of Lord Baccharis, who is now deceased, in the rebuilding and reclaiming of Vogler. As such, I believe Abbott has already called dibs on it anyway by peeing on the front door many weeks ago. So
He marked his territory a long time ago.
yeah, have to happen. So, but he's not obligated to. He has a whole home back in
Faerun?
Coast and Waterdeep, and yeah, Faerun. So would be up to Abbott, whatever might be in his heart.
I think home for him is kind of uh inconsequential. Like as a place, the place is kind of inconsequential. It's more the idea of the thing. So this is where he lives now, sort of deal.
That's cool.
And he's, I mean, uh, a nice military job seems a nice change from what his past life was like. He was always kind of looking for the excuse to turn over a new leaf, sort of deal, and it was forced on him, and he's like, yeah, yeah. Does want to continue working on the artifice though, so probably will keep in touch with
Rugal Dustin.
yeah, Rugal Dots. That is who I was thinking.
I dig that outcome. As, of course, a hero of Calaman / Vogler, you'd kind of be grandfathered into nobility. You'd have access and prestige above the common rabble, but you also have military responsibility and authority. So it's a good life to step into, and you earned it by way of your travels, adventures, etc. The effort paid, like it wasn't handed to you. So you left a different life back on another world and came here with a new opportunity. Made the right choices to excel. And of course, it feels good to be a good guy.
I think he's worried that he's not really a good guy, and if he did go back home, he'd just start doing the old shit anyway. So it's like,
Oh,
nah,
interesting.
I'll stay here.
Don't face old temptations and old stomping grounds and bad influences.
Yep.
Leave all that behind.
Oh, it moves on your token on the map as well. That's
Right? Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I had to throw that into bookmark. I had that video that specifically edits GIFs and crop it down to a circle, and then I use that for the token.
huh.
Yeah, about that.
And then I hit the GIF to reverse when it hits the end rather than loop, so it has a more smoother transition.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
I agree. I want to know things.
I kind of want to do that to Sir Augustine Woodlow's picture because the fires, the petals, and shit. It looks like it's going to be badass with the billowing cape and whatnot.
Mm, there are many Augustines you could choose from.
Yeah, there's so many renditions.
So, what does the next year have in store for Jacques?
Uh, I highly doubt that Solamnia is, uh, excuse me, the assault on Solamnia is over. Uh, just from reading a little bit of the lore, this is only the beginning, so I'm sure
Yes.
Jacques will be spending much of his time, uh, you know, uh, doing what he just essentially did. Um, finding and fighting the big bads, helping in the defense of cities, uh, educating individuals on how to what to expect from the Dragon Army. Now that we have, or I have lots of experience, I can,
You have pretty good intel, yeah.
yeah. But probably the biggest one is going to do some sort of so I'm supposed to reestablish the honor of the knights. So I'll probably attempt to use my position that I've come into to try and make some reforms to the Knights of Solamnia, and really reestablish the uh, tenets of old, and reestablish the belief system that was established by the gods who created it. Because I feel like recently, maybe, the quality of knights has maybe gone down because of reputation and whatnot.
Wonder
So
how long it would take for you to hear about Sturm Brightblade.
I don't know, but uh, yeah, do something about the initiation process, I guess. Um,
Ooh, your exhibit A could be Darrett. You do have, of course, your old friend Anne and Sir Roger at your disposal.
yeah, I feel like Derek was already had already completed the night process.
Okay.
That's probably why. No, so from what I understand from the lore, there's this whole squire process where you're a squire to a knight, which is, I'm gonna guess, the whole thing where Derek was with or under Becklin. And then there's this whole period where you go and do this large quest, um, to prove yourself to one of the three knighthood orders, usually the crown, and then you'll branch off from there later on. Um, and then once you finish your kind of questing period, then you become a full knight. So I think Darrett's in that questing period, I would guess. But due to having just uh, led a full army into the waste, won some battles, lost some battles, and then participated in lots of torture and surviving it. I'm sure his test of valor might be finished. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure on that, but
He gave up those secrets while under torture. And
Perfect.
Bethany was ready to kind of push for his promotion as well. She had that armor ready for him already.
Yeah.
So she was angling toward it. He was still a bit young and everything, but circumstances again.
Yeah. Yeah. So in general, if my position allows, try to influence the knights to step up their initiation bar, like raise the bar on initiation. Like we don't want to be letting in, yeah. And then just in general, fighting battles and helping individuals to reestablish trust with the people of Slomnia in the Knights of Slomnia. Maybe also start, setting up a hospital slash
Your hospital.
maybe not exactly civilian hospitals to start, but military hospitals, seeing how the war is about to kick off.
People who can fill some beds right now.
Yeah, exactly. So there's going to be a lot of injured people, so taking care of those people and setting up kind of like a knights hospitalier type thing where they're not exactly Knights of Solamnia, but they're trained individuals who protect the medics and who are medics. Kind of how in the Crusades, how they did it. Just because I think that would be kind of cool.
I 100% agree. That is very cool.
And then just have outposts and established surgeons and whatnot at outposts for military medical services. And then once the war's over, convert those military hospitals into civilian hospitals, I guess.
Hopefully, such will be your will as followed.
Yeah.
Of course, you have a year to get as much of that on the ground and running as possible.
I also have individuals who know me quite well, so I can always usually rely on Darrett and Anne and Becklin to continue on my motives, I guess.
Certainly.
Yeah. And I guess just be an example of the gods, I guess, to show everybody that the gods are back and we should start honoring them once again.
That is
Yeah.
a good touch because y'all have seen some things.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. And just remaining honorable and chivalrous, I guess. Humble.
Easier said. Everywhere you go, as soon as you're recognized, which will be easy, there will be quite a bit of praise.
I mean, um, you could be a popular individual, but not let it go to your head. Yeah, that is the plan for the year.
I've talked to gods and stuff. It's helped save the continent from a whole lot of
Yeah,
tragedy.
it's not a big deal,
Slew dragons, plural, alive or dead, whatever. Like, it's just me. Me and the Dragonlance here.
Just another day,
Steeds
another
and
day.
flying mounts, and yeah.
Just pay a little orphan kid to follow you around and whisper you're just a man in your ear.
That's perfect.
Yeah, we'll do like the
Like you got to pass on.
the adventures of Gotrek and Felix, where I just hire a bard to run around with me and write my story.
Brave, brave Sir Robin rode forth from Camelot.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe see if probably would need to start some sort of personal search to pass on these items that I've been gifted. Find somebody who's worthy enough to carry on.
That's quite a task in itself.
Yeah, just keeping an eye out for individuals who emulate the right characteristics.
I like
And
too that you have eyes for a fresh recruit as opposed to just, well, Darrett, I'm going to be gone soon, so take all my shit.
well, I mean, like Darrett's a candidate, but I don't know if he's like the best option. There
Certainly.
might be someone better.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and doubt it, but other contestants are welcome to apply.
Yeah, and trying to send diplomats across the to neighboring kingdoms that are still around to try and unite together to, if there's any left, to uh, make a combined resistance.
Oh, yeah. You could send some correspondence along with the elves when they exit. Um, Ness and Kleistron, of course, can pretty much handle word to the waste because the dwarves will be with them on their return and the like.
But yeah, I think that's a full year right there. Maybe more.
Well, it's intent and laying foundations and the like. There can be overlap. Are you going to keep the cat? Or is the cat going to stay with the orphan kid?
Um, I
I'm
probably don't.
just to throw that out
Probably
there.
don't have time to take care of a cat because I don't know if my future will bring me back to Calman anytime soon. So yeah, we'll leave the cat with Rose.
All right. Well, as a final cliffhanger, a soldier will arrive in council chambers during your private party of elite individuals. Was left at the gate, sealed with blue wax, bearing the Dragon Queen symbol.
Ooh.
Marshal Vendry, of course, receives, then proceeds to hand it off to you guys to read one by one. Congratulations, heroes of Calaman. I toast your bravery and daring. I could use audacious souls, such as yourselves, and will be watching your exploits with interest. Your city has escaped the Dragon Queen's grasp today, but none can defy her will for long. I hope that when we first meet, it won't be among Calaman's ruins. There is no signature on the document, but the Dragon
It
Queen
was
symbol impressed upon the blue wax, of course, suggests that it came from an agent of the Blue Dragon Army.
or because Lord Soth posted in the chat from him.
Touche. Well, pay no attention to that man behind that curtain.
Huh. Well then, I guess we have a blue dragon army to fight.
I presume if Wizards decides to put out part 2 and/or 3, that's where they might kick off. I would hope that they'd be
Yeah.
like, if you're continuing from Shadows of the Dragon Queen, then you'll be starting here and things and stuff. Like that seems
Yeah.
no dub, but we'll see how that goes. If
Nah, it's another level 1 to 12.
Yeah, probably. That's my guess.
Continent from the other 2 major events, like the stuff.
You start in a small Kender town at a marriage.
Right? I mean that's actually a pretty fantastic start, sir. I think you might be onto something. Well,
Yeah,
I'd like to give
there's,
my montage page here, so you're welcome.
Oh,
I like
yes.
the fact that the fish is Super Saiyan.
Things and stuff from the beginning as they go on. You already scrolled to the bottom there, so that was just as a joke. Like 1 week, I just was messing around with Midjourney and made all the characters with Super Saiyan hair, including Arno's beard and Benabog, the great and mighty, with his Saiyan hair.
Oh, and sexy Darrett. Oh, hello, sir.
This is
The transformation of Kid Darrett.
Yeah. So you'll see things are.
The lady we killed like 6 times.
Man, okay, I was looking everywhere. I was like, man, where is this character in the module that Josh pulled out? I need this, and I'm assuming she was added in by yourself because I could find no reference to this person.
She was added in by myself. She was put in as like a boss slash sub boss at Rukeldust Place, as just like a one person like
Yeah.
that. And then she was torturing Augustine when everyone met him.
Yeah.
Coming on to where there was those few camps and you guys cleared them out, and then yeah. So yeah, I don't know. She wasn't intended to be anything, but became a thing, and I found it amusing. I don't care if she bothered you or not, haha. But she's not in the module. If your party, gosh, where is your party out of game? Like,
My party?
Yeah.
They are on their way to Camp Clarion K.
Okay, cool.
They just finished. They've done 4 of the locations. They haven't done the cave, the dwarf cave. They haven't done. They were just in Heart's Hollow, and discovered Ness Dragon. I made a whole thing with Ness and her babies and whatever.
Nice.
So yeah, so they have to do Camp Clarion K. They have to do the Dragonel Spire, and then I don't know if they're gonna do the dwarf thing or not. Then they're off to the Lost City. So I don't know if they're ready. Yeah, they're checking through pretty good. I don't know if they're ready for Camp Clarion K. I added all the things per the module. I'm like, oh man, I'm for sure gonna kill at least one person.
Especially with the barf, the acid barf afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only survived that because of Shieldmaster.
Yeah, I think yeah, I'll lose one there. I think.
I really fingers crossed for, unless it's too late or if you have other plans, but like any slot infection.
Yeah, we have one character has Chaos Phage and isn't aware of it.
Nice. Hey, all right. Good times.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Our nature cleric decided to take their wand of the War Mage and smack it onto the Chaos Stone.
Some people just do really smart stuff.
The what?
Some people just do really smart stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so literally, so Heart's Hollow. I'm like, hey, there's three laws here. Don't ask about people's backgrounds. Don't gamble, and don't go in the big pit. And they did all 3 of those things, and they're planning like, we're gonna go in the pit. We're gonna go in the pit. And I've been like dropping clues about like a purple worm or like an elder purple worm in the waste.
Nice.
And yeah, and so that's like so Ness built the camp on top of the sleeping elder worm so that like nobody would come close. That's her reason for having it there. And they're like, we're gonna go down there. I'm like, okay, well,
Hooray.
sure,
Oh,
do it.
I wish that
Just die.
I will kill. I will literally kill all of you.
Yeah.
If you gave
There's no
me
way.
time, that's,
Yeah. Yeah. So they're level 9. I don't know if they're gonna survive carrying clay. At least one person die, I think.
Level 9?
Yeah.
Man, where were you doing that? At like level 7 or something?
Level 8. Yeah, so
Okay.
you get a level for completing 3 locations, and you get a level for saving the dragon's egg.
Oh,
And then you get a
okay.
level for entering the Lost City. So, because they did the things a little bit out of order,
I see.
they're beefed up. Good memories. Good memories. I gotta pull them to module.
interessante.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna like have Fizbin be like, "Hey, you're needed somewhere else," and then just like yoink them into Faerun, or just like
Abbott and Arno.
or just reverse it to Kryn. I'm not sure.
I mean, you could easily make all of the locations and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like they
Universe Abbott show up in a flying ship and be like, "You're needed elsewhere, heroes."
well, besides from like
OT, because he's the alternate universe version, so he'd be coming from the other side.
besides like Baldur's Gate, Waterdeep, El Terrell, and maybe Candlekeep, those are like the only big city names that
Yeah.
people like in his party might know about from Faerun.
Yeah.
So if you just change those names, like
Oh yeah, no,
They
it
would
would not
literally
be hard
never know.
to just port the module into.
yeah,
It would not be hard. And I kind of have our barbarian. Our barbarian joined a cult. I'm just gonna make it the cult of the dragon.
they just joined a random cult. Like, hey, would you like to
Yeah,
join my
so
religion?
they found some guy on the street. They asked him for the good stuff, and then so they followed him around for a little bit, and then like snuck into like a cult meeting and yoinked some like masks and robes and like hung out in an initiation in the cult meeting, and then snuck out. So
Nice.
yeah, it was totally improv, but I'm glad I did it because now I can, segue that into dragon masks and things. Yeah, it was a good campaign, Josh. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Fantastic time.
I would say Jacques is probably the character I've had the most fun playing. Definitely like a stereotypical character that I really like to play.
He was a good anchor into the lore and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoyed
That was my one of my main goals was because like
More accurate.
the very first campaign that I played, my backstory didn't really ever get touched on until like the very end, when we went to Yithrin, and that's where my character was like, he wasn't from the city Yithrin, but he was from that time period. So going back there, it like really anchored him into that portion of the story. Because like he could read all the old texts and he like knew what stuff did because he lived way back then and whatnot. So like that first campaign, my character's backstory didn't do anything until like the very end. Then I made a character's backstory that was just super simple, but could get thrown in like kind of almost anywhere. Like I was just me and Steve, we were the sons of like a large merchant family. And so we had ties to, a fair amount of stuff from just being a merchant children kind of thing. Then I was just a regular old soldier, which, was fun in Strahd because Strahd, your backstory the only thing that really matters about your backstory is like what you were, not exactly who you know and all that kind of stuff. Just kind of occupation. So I was a soldier, which was fun. Yeah. And then this one, I really wanted my backstory to be like super tied in and in depth and whatnot. And yeah, it worked out. It was really good.
Well, there is, of course, an open invitation should they make another module to continue things along. That will always stand. And I'll definitely, if I see news of it, harass and ping you guys on Discord and such.
Yeah.
I doubt it would be like part two. It's probably like you're gonna be segue to another portion of the like 5-year war or whatever it was. So
Like Levi was talking about, it starts at the kinder wedding or whatever.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, I'm pretty sure Calaman is like the first city to go down. So you know that you might have something to do with that when you're like a low level. You're like fleeing the destruction of Calaman.
That'd be an
Um,
idea.
and then you go off and do your campaign from there. But yeah, I doubt similar like you'd play with the same characters
Yeah. Well, one can hope. We'll see, of course, how that works.
because we went from levels 1 to 11.
12? 11? I thought 12. Maybe 11.
11. I'm a level 6 paladin, level 5 cleric.
Okay.
I totally forgot where I was going with that. Oh yeah, we got to level 11 in like 4 months or less. And we have like 5 years left in a war to get to level 20.
Well, maybe they'll have some walking to Mordor montages.
Yeah.
Slip in there, catch that up.
Yeah.
Because they could start the next one like 2 years later. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, it was great playing with you guys. I will
For sure.
I will maybe possibly see you later.
Well, yeah. I mean, at your leisure, hop in.
Okay.
You
All
always
right.
have
See ya.
open seat and invitation.
Sounds good. Peace.
Yeah.